Hey, what's up? Zavnamatos here yet again with some more Halo Reach footage. This time we're going to take a look at the abilities and the weaponry in the upcoming multiplayer beta for Halo Reach, landing on your Xbox 360s on May 3rd.
Ball taken.
Now, if you read our write-up of the multiplayer beta, you'll know that the abilities are tied specifically to certain loadouts in some of the matchmaking modes. Unfortunately, when I played the game at the press event in Toronto, we didn't get to play Invasion. I didn't even see one of the maps, didn't play Generator Defense. A lot of that stuff wasn't available because it was all based on online matchmaking and there were some errors that they were having. But we did have some B-roll footage that we threw into this mix, and we are going to show you some of the abilities that are tied to specific loadouts. When I played the game, all of the loadouts were the exact same. In different modes, it changes up. So what we're going to focus on this is not the loadout specifically, but the abilities that are available to the Spartans and the elites.
1 minute remaining. Ball dropped.
On your HUD in the top left corner of the motion tracker, you'll notice an icon for the ability that you have currently selected. This will also tell you how much of the ability you have left to use, and once the meter is completely empty, it will refill over time. So your ability isn't a one-shot deal like equipment was. You can keep using it, but like a power in an MMO, for example, there is a cooldown rate for the ability.
30 seconds remaining.
The first ability we're going to look at is Active Camo. This ability functions much like the Active Camo power-ups in previous Halo games, except it also shares traits from the Halo 3 equipment, the Radar Jammer. When you activate Active Camo, all motion trackers within a certain radius get completely scrambled, allowing you to sneak around. However, since the classic ghostly image of a character will appear when Camo is activated, players will know exactly what to look out for if their radar goes haywire, so use it with caution.
Ball dropped.
If you've been playing Modern Warfare 2 or Bad Company 2, one of the things that you've noticed is the game is much faster paced when you want to get in and out of situations. That is because you can sprint. Now in Halo, with the sprint ability, you could do that as well. When I was playing the beta at this press event, I found that the sprint ability was a great offensive and defensive tool. If I saw a bunch of guys running around a corner, I could sprint near them and usually take them out very quickly because they didn't see me coming. If there were a bunch of people throwing in grenades into a room where I was in, sprinting allowed me to get out of there as quickly as possible. And since most people seem to focus on jetpacks because, you know, obviously they're cool, sprinting is a lot faster because you could just go. Jetpacks, they take a little while to get a little speed, so as cool as it looks to be flying around, you're not going to be as fast as someone who's sprinting on the ground. And yes, that was an awesome unintentional rhyme. Speaking of jetpacks or thruster packs, there's the thruster pack ability, which allows you to fly into the sky and take a nice aerial view of the entire map so you can check out where people are hiding, or you could just go from one side of the map to another. Make sure though that you leave enough juice in a jetpack if you're going to fly into the air, because there is fall damage, and if you hit the ground you're going to hit it hard and you're going to have to go get a health pack because those are back. One thing I noticed is that wearing a jetpack is like wearing a giant bomb, and if it gets shot enough it will leave you in a big purple cloud of death. Probably my favorite ability is the armor lock ability, and that's because it negates a lot of the grenade spamming and rocket spamming that you see in traditional Halo matches. What it basically does is it turns your character to stone, so bullets and grenades and rockets or whatever cannot hurt you whatsoever. If you have a full ability meter and you hit the armor lock ability, then it actually can last for about as long as it takes your shields to recharge. So if you're in the middle of a big firefight and you finish off the last guy and don't want to have some stragglers shoot you in the back and take a kill from you that they really don't deserve, hit armor lock, eventually it'll charge your shields up, and if anyone's in your radius and you leave the armor lock ability turned on, it will send out this little EMP shock that disables everyone's shields around you. So if you're in armor lock mode and some guy's just waiting behind you, waiting to shoot you or to melee you from behind, if he's too close to you, it will disable his shields, so when you get out of it, you have a fighting chance to take him out too.
Lost the lead.
Elites have an exclusive dodge ability that when used appears as though your character is just moving over to the side very quickly, but when you look at it in theater mode in third-person perspective, it's actually showing your character doing a tuck and roll, similar to Joanna Dark in Perfect Dark, although the camera doesn't pull out when you use it. It seems to be very quick and very effective in this B-roll footage that we have. That's going to do it for all of the footage we have for the abilities in Halo Reach's multiplayer beta that launches on May 3rd on the Xbox 360. Get those ODST discs out because it's coming soon. Here's a montage of some of the weaponry you're going to get a hold of in the beta when that launches. And for all of this and more on Halo Reach, make sure to check out joystick.com.